Okay, this is projectile motion in motion pictures for homework 12. I chose a scene from Remember the Titans. This is the scene that I chose. It's when Sunshine, that guy there, very first shows up at the Titans field. This guy's making fun of him, calls him a fruitcake. Coach tells him to just get on about his business. Dad says, I really want him on the team as a quarterback. And they're like, well, we already have quarterback filled. But while they're talking, Sunshine picks up a football and launches it right into the shoulder blades of Gary Bertier. And so that throw was the throw that I chose to evaluate. So the first thing I did was I started to determine my measurements. So for my initial height, the actor that played Sunshine is 6'2" tall, and the ball moves right past his ear. The ear is about the middle of the head. The average head height is 13 inches, so half of that was 6.5 inches. So I subtracted the 6.5 from the 6'2", leaving us at an initial height of 5 foot 7.5 inches, or 67.5 inches. The next one was the ending height. So Gary was 6'4", and I chose this picture here because it was the only picture I could find that had his head and feet in the picture. And so it said that the actor that played Gary was 6'4". I used the pixel ruler to determine that he was 246 pixels tall, and the pixels where he was hit is approximately 240. So using that, I was able to create a ratio to determine that he was hit at a height of 63 inches, or 5 foot 3 inches from the ground. I used the online protractor and the video clip. The best angle I could tell from when the ball was released was approximately a 55-degree angle. The throw, slowing down the video, I was able to tell that the throw took 3 seconds from when it left his hand to the time it took to land on Gary. The horizontal distance, I had to guess a little bit because of the angle of the video. It was hard to measure how far away he was. But the horizontal distance, I found that the average freshman college quarterback should have been able to throw at least 50 yards. As these guys were in high school, I just adjusted it down to 45. This is also before they've even started their season or practice, really. So I figured adjusting that down a little bit was probably a good start. And then to calculate the velocity, I turned them into the velocity equation. Solving the velocity equation, I was able to come up with an initial velocity of 78.46, which means that that is the speed at which the football left Sunshine's hands. After I had the velocity, I was able to enter that into the vertex equation to solve for the time. And then using that time, I was able to input it into the equation to get the vertex. The vertex of the throw, which is the highest point of the throw, was 101.812 feet in the air. And that's it. Thank you so much.